What's down, Alpha? It's your brother Alpha. I may looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Of course, we got to rep the Keep It 99 merch. So we got to rep that. This video is the top 5 biggest bag fumbles of 2025. And we're going to go over some of the candidates. What is a bag fumble? Somebody who had an opportunity to do something and didn't do it financially. They had a bag and they failed at securing the bag, or they already had a bag but lost a lot of it. Therefore, lawsuits, actions, something you did to get canceled. We're going to go over the top 5 biggest bag fumbles. 5 of these people, I'm pretty sure you know. 4 of these people, well, 5, because it's an honorable mention that we have to go over because it's so new that I couldn't really put them on the list. But again, this is the top 5 biggest bag fumbles of 2025. Let's get into the list. First up, we have Justin Bieber. Why is Justin Bieber on the list? This in 2025, Justin Bieber reportedly settled a major financial dispute with his manager, Scooter Braun, paying tens of millions. Reports vary, so 26 to 31 million, by tour cancellations, 2 other tour cancellations, advances, commissions owed to the Justice World Tour that he had earlier. Now, why do you say this is a bag fumble? We don't know what Justin is doing. And I don't want to go against anything that Justin has done, but Justin is not a Twitch streamer. And it's not that it's a bad thing he's a Twitch streamer. He might be getting his money up. I'm pretty sure his streams will be amazing. He's a very talented guy. He started on YouTube, so he knows what he's doing. But we must say that he has fumbled the bag in not doing his tour. He fumbled the bag with his fans by not showing up to the tour. And a bunch of stuff, but I get it. Scooter Braun is not a well-liked person among the people from his incidents with other stars, but that has to be one of the bag fumbles of 2025. A lower end. Let's go to one of the more famous ones. It's number 4, Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is considered a bag fumble. Why? Because Shannon Sharpe current bag fumbling stemmed from his high-profile $50 million lawsuit filed in early 2025 by a woman alleging SA, battery, and emotional distress during their 2-year rocky consensual relationship. We have to say rocky consensual because the courts said it because they settled. And that's what it went with. The intense media scrutiny from these accusations, which his legal team vehemently denies and claims his attempt at a shakedown, prompted Sharpe to temporarily stay away from it due to ESPN First Take to focus on his fight in his case. As we know, it was more than that. My guy did not come back from this case. My guy Shannon Sharpe ended up, he fumbled the bag. Later, we don't know the official number, so I don't want to tell a number of number 4 Shannon Sharpe's bag fumble because I don't really know the number. It's hitting around 20 million that he gave her. He lost his spot on ESPN. He possibly lost a $100 million deal that he had on the table. But the reason he's number 4 and not higher is because he still has his platform. He still has everything. He still has all his assets. All those things are still available to him. So we cannot say, so he cannot be higher on the list because Shannon Sharpe has a way to get his bag back. He still stayed available. Shannon Sharpe stayed available for us. So his bag fumble is not as bad as some of the other. And Justin Bieber, like I said, he has Twitch, he has other things. That's why his bag fumble is also not as bad in 2025 because, like I said, Shannon's still doing Nightcap. Shannon still does numbers on his other show that he had. So there's a lot of things for Shannon that he can do that allows him to keep his status and not be the complete worst bag fumble of 2025 because, like I said, there's other things he could have done that can change. Let's go to number 3 on the list, Blake Lively. Yes, Blake Lively is number 3 on the list. Why? Her bag fumble relates to a 2024-2025 release of her film It Ends With Us, where she faced public backlash for perceived tone-deaf promotion of a domestic violence story and became entangled in a bitter, high-profile legal war with her director and co-star Justin Baldoni over allegations of SH, and defamation. This controversy severely damaged her public image and overshadowed the film's success with toxic on-set drama and an intense PR crisis. And why is she also on this list at number 3 as a bag fumbler? She even kinda hindered her husband, Ryan Reynolds, with this story because he had to deal with it with his release of Deadpool last year, and it triggered off into this year, which makes it still viable because the end of it happened this year. So we want to still count that as this year because it was a whole lot of drama. The movie didn't do as well, everything. So Blake Lively is number 3 on the. Shout out to Corbin Norwood. Shout out to Corbin. I love the Naruto profile pic. So shout out to everybody in the chat. I hope everybody's having a good time. Let me make sure everything. I want that to be seen so y'all can see y'all chat just in case I'm in the middle of talking. But I appreciate the like and sub, Corbin. We're going over the top 3 bag fumbles right now. We're going over Blake Lively and how her reputation is kind of hurt in Hollywood. You know what I mean? So her reputation is hurt in Hollywood. So she is number 3 on our bag fumble list. As I said, it was doing Ryan Reynolds. Also got bragged into this, which Ryan Reynolds is a $100 million man. I'm pretty sure he does great. Deadpool is on fire. It doesn't destroy him, but it also hinders his momentum a little bit. So that he not only did she fumble one bag, she fumbled the other bag. And I haven't seen her get many looks in movies, but maybe she will. Maybe Blake Lively will get more looks in the future to her. Do I play Roblox? I do not, Corbin. I do not play Roblox. But I do. My nephew plays Roblox. Shout out to him. But we have number 3 coming up. And number 2? We have number 2. We have number 2, and number 2 is Mildred Simmer. I can't say her name. Cimarello. I apologize if I don't know her name. But who is this? We don't know who she is. But I'm gonna tell you why she's number 2 on this list. Because the other people that we have had on this list for so far can make a comeback, can do whatever. But this list right here is where it kind of gets where I don't know if they can make a comeback. I don't know if these people can make a comeback. I don't know what will happen in terms of what they do now. So I'm very interested to see how this works out for them. Yeah, it's because my nephew plays it. So yeah, I've seen it though. So it looks fun. But yes, she is a 76-year-old woman from Pennsylvania. Let's go over what she did. A real-life fumble in April of 2025 who accidentally donated a jacket containing a $2.5 million winning lottery ticket to the Vietnam Veterans of America. She was unable to claim the prize because of the physical ticket was required to do it. So she ended up not getting the $2.5 million for the group because she fumbled and left it in the coat pocket and she couldn't claim the ticket. $2.5 million for a regular person. The other people who have been on this list have celebrities. The other 3 can come make a comeback sooner or later. Reputation might be ruined. It might be a little harder. It might take a little longer. But she, as a regular person, can no longer get back to the bag. That is why she herself is number 2 in the bag fumbler list because she has no way to recoup. Justin Bieber has Twitch. Shannon Sharpe has Nightcap and his other shows. Blake Lively can get a movie later on in a few years and forget. But I appreciate it, Carl. I hope he's handsome. But she is number 2 on the list. And number 1 on the list, we have that's not the right one. Number 1 on the list is Sherron Moore, the former Michigan head coach who was the most recently in the news. The former head coach was mentioned specifically in 2025 social media discussion for a prominent bag fumbler for a career-related decision where he reportedly missed out on significant opportunities. What opportunities do we have? He's as the head coach of Michigan. He fumbled the bag and he lost his opportunity to become the head coach of Michigan because he got fired. He was thrown off. He was fired. He was let go. He fumbled the bag. He probably won't get another head coach because he had a mental health breakdown. Unfortunately, we don't want to make light of the mental health breakdown, but we are not making light of it. But he did fumble the bag, and he probably won't get another head coaching spot. He didn't win in Michigan, so it's not like he's like Jim Harbaugh, who will be forgiven. He's also of another skin complexion, but it's fine. And he's not really like, he's not, let's say, Mike Tomlin level. So he's probably not getting another job. He had a dream. This is like top 3 job in college football in Michigan. 100,000 people stadium. He easily fumbled his job. He worked in this area for a long time. He's a former NFL player. He had a wife. He fumbled his marriage. Prayers up to his mental health, though. Prayers up because he allegedly he went up to a lady, his mistress, and waved a knife at her and threatened her. And then he went to jail and got out and was missing your OnlyFans model. His lust is the reason he's the biggest bag fumbler. That makes it even worse. Not only does he not get the bag back, his reputation is ruined. His family life is in turmoil. I don't know if it's ruined, but his family life is in turmoil. And at the end of the day, he doesn't have he no longer has a job. He's still with his lust, his mental health lust, which we should talk about. We should probably have another longer video on that. It literally cost him the bag. It cost him everything because I don't know what happened and all that, but we have an honorable mention though. So the number 1 big fat bag fumbler is Sherron Moore. Why? Because he's probably not getting the money back. He's probably not going to get another job in this field, but hopefully he get a job as a defensive coordinator. If he goes to jail and gets out, hopefully he can get some type of coaching job and can live his life and not pass away or whatever he's doing. I say pass away. I mean, you know what I mean. Hopefully he does not lose his whole life and end up on the street, because we don't never want nobody to do that. If he has to go to jail or whatever situation has to be, I pray he don't. But if he do, he gets out and he can get another chance. But it would probably never be at the same level. So he has to be the number 1 bag fumbler. And we have a new addition to this list. The honorable mention, Ebro In The Morning. Why Ebro In The Morning, you might ask? Because Ebro has now, and go spread some happiness, Corbin. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Corbin in the chat. He's going to spread more happiness. I hope you have a blessed night. Hope you are having a great time. Hope you continue to watch shows. All of them not as serious as this, but we're just having fun. Hope you enjoy yourself. I got Corbin. But like I said, honorable mention is Ebro In The Morning. Why did they fumble the bag? Because they got fired as of last week from their show, Ebro In The Morning, in which now they are doing YouTube. And nothing wrong with doing YouTube. But the reason I said they fumbled the bag and why they should be on this list and highly rated on this list is simply because they made fun of people and digital creators, talking about leveraging their platforms and not having their own, because they don't own it, it can be taken off and they ain't got corporate support and all this. However, I will say this about that video. I will say this about everything. Ebro now on YouTube. This is why I say he fumbled the bag. He has had a platform to be able to build his YouTube, but all he typically does, and this is a critique of Ebro, he just put audio out most of the time. He just recently started putting out shorts, but he's been putting out, I feel like he started putting out shorts when he realized that it might not work as well for him. By the way, if y'all know, this Ebro In The Morning from Hot 97. He wasn't independent. He didn't set up his group to be successful after, as so many people did. I feel like Charlemagne was late, but he was still on it. He was on time. He made the Black Effect Network, which his rumors of his contract being up, but he has Flagrant. I mean, not Flagrant. He has he has Flagrant too, right? No, the show he does with Schultz. He has his own podcast. He has Black Effect Network. He's been on CNN. He set himself up for other things. So even if his contract's up, Charlemagne will have a backup plan. He has his network set up. He can do his own thing without it. Ebro and them, I'm looking at the numbers, and let's be honest. he didn't set up his platform. He just set up the audio. He just did the simple thing like that, and it kind of hurt everything. And I'm gonna show y'all a video because I know I've been having in my head thing up while I look up this video. So I'm looking at the video right now. I had it up, but then I accidentally kicked it off. So let's go. Shout out to live. So let me take this off real quick while we get set up. But yeah. Okay. But yeah, Ebro in the morning. By the way, I hope I wish Ebro success. I wish all brothers success. You know what I mean? I don't want them to do. But I do have a problem with what he said earlier. And we're about to look at this video right now. I hope y'all enjoy the background music while I sit here so I can do this. Okay. Let's go look. By the way, this is academic stream, and this is something from years ago.
My bad.
This is him talking about the situation.
We're going back in topics. Remember 4 years ago, Ebro and Rosenberg respond to me. I don't even want to do too much commentary because I think their words are good enough. And I've said enough. But I do want
in this video, we are transforming the content. Ak is talking about what they talked to him about 4 years ago when they called him, when he said he's his own boss. He was talking, I think this was about Rory and Mal. So he was basically discussing his own situation. Let me make this a little bigger. This is his own situation in which he's talking about Rory and Mal, and he called them workers, and Ebro and them had a little something to say about it.
to play this, and I just want to look at the camera, and I want us to remember what I just talked about for the last hour and a half. And I want you to say,
own my that, you own it.
Let's go. This is about independence, and this is why they got the honorable mention, by the way.
Airs on YouTube and Twitch.
Wait.
I go to YouTube.
With Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Shout out to Laura Stiles, Rosenberg, Ebro. Like I said, I hope they're successful, but this is why they had to fumble the bag. This is a lesson learned for all people who work in corporate. Always have a backup plan, because again, you work your own job. I know I'm gonna go on what they say a little bit, and then we're gonna get off, but let's go.
Probably be popping this, so I own my this and I own my that. You own it, but you still gotta go to YouTube, Twitch, IG Live, or wherever to distribute it.
Yeah, that's how that works. You don't have your own platform. I have my own website, but again, I'm going through YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Kick all those platforms. You go to it and make your own platform. Everybody ain't gonna kick you out.
I was wondering that.
People
say they own their own platform.
Oh, wait, it's easier to do that in corporate, because if your numbers ain't good on YouTube, you can still do your own thing, right? They ain't not gonna kick you off unless you break their TOS. You can still get monetized and make your money. But in corporate, your numbers don't good, they can just fire you, which happened in this situation. And like I said, I hope that YouTube and all that thing do a good job.
Platform. What is that? But it only airs on YouTube and Twitch. Do you own a piece of YouTube or Twitch I didn't know about?
You're a liar.
Like YouTube and Twitch also don't care about numbers. Like, this is the only reason they get the only reason they get the generational bag fumble is that they didn't set up YouTube and Twitch. This is where this conversation comes from. They did not set up the YouTube and Twitch.
Last time I checked, you need to go through them. You developed your own software, and they may. And by the way,
again, you've been it's manipulative. They are not going to fire you from a job. You own your platform. They do not take your business. When you say you own overall 99 Media, I had this discussion before, but I own overall 99 Media LLC. YouTube has no say in that. They just get money based off how much I make and what distribute on ads.
You may have a deal with them, but guess what? They can cancel you at any time. Bruh, he has the same deal that parents whose 10-year-old is. They
can, but again, it will have to be based on TOS, and just learn your TOS and your rule.
It's really cute when,
like, you on the distributing platform, you just find their rules, abide by it, and they not. Just like at your job, you can't just say anything. You can get fired for FCC and all the airwaves like that.
He opens toys and the videos get 4 million each one. It's the same deal. Everyone gets the same deal. And by the way, I'm sure the money's good, but let's not pop off like when you're a boss when you sit in your basement playing video games.
Again, dissing people who make money doing something they like. You do something you like, and now you have to do it independently. I hope this is I want this just to be a lesson learned and not like I'm not kicking these guys back in. Like I said, I want them to succeed. I have to say that over and over again. I do apologize for me repeating that, but I do want them to understand that I'm not hating on them. I just want them to. I'm using this as a tool to teach people to always have a backup plan and a prepared. They got that Ebro show, but like I said, they didn't fully take advantage of their platform to make it bigger before they left. We don't care about academic.
Confident.
You have an ad.
This is
Okay. We're gonna take this down while we have an ad. So we're gonna take that down real quick. But yeah, basically the plan is, the thing is about that is having your own platform, doing your own thing, and having your own space to do and control your own business where nobody can fire you. And if you grow it enough, you can have other things, right?
A little moment turning it. People out here, they doing their thing with that, man.
No,
Shut up.
don't say you're a boss. Ebro, you don't even hear what he said.
No,
he said that he's exactly. He said that people like you and I were pawns. He's a boss.
That's all I want to show. That I don't want to get too much into the beef and stuff because I don't really care. But they got honorable mention for not getting their bag and controlling their own platform to the extent I feel like they should. And looking at their YouTube numbers and stuff, I think they should have been a lot bigger before, and it would have been no issue. But now they gon' I don't think it's bad. I think they built enough connections. Ebro still has his Apple, so it's not a complete bag fumble. That's why I can't put them in the top 5 or anything like that. I don't even know if they're top 10, but I do want to use that as an honorable mention, as a leverage to anybody in corporate who thinking they're doing good. And in this media world, create your own, even while you're working for somebody else, and be able to leverage it yourself so you can have your own at the end. That's my lesson for y'all. That's the Zell's theory of the day. And remember, in 2026, don't fumble your bag. Do what you're supposed to. Most of these are over women, accusations, and all that stuff. Don't fumble over all that stuff. Don't fumble over ego. Keep stomping. Something amazing happened. All that. Who isn't there? Shout out there. Corbin's back. Shout out to Corbin. I'm about to get out of here, Corbin, but I do appreciate you for coming through. I'm appreciating that like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I hope you enjoyed. And Corbin, you get big. It's manifested. You getting big, my guy. You're gonna do your thing. I don't know what you do with content, but anybody else watching, you're gonna be big. You gotta manifest. You gotta believe it first. I'm be honest, it don't mean it's gonna happen, but you gotta believe it first for it to happen. And then it's gonna get hard at times. It's gonna feel like quitting or something, whatever you do in your life. But remember to keep stomping. Why? Because you get a little when you get a little scared in life, right? Because when stuff don't seem like it might go, you get a little nervous. You have a little disbelief in yourself. Your foot gets stuck. Let's go, Corbin. That's what we're talking about. Your foot get a little stuck because you're scared. You don't want to post that video. You don't want to do that content. You don't want to apply for that job. You don't want to go to that place. You don't want to date that girl. But sometimes your foot gets stuck and you get still. You get real nervous, a little sweaty. Your body get a little cold. Sometimes you just got to stomp one time just to loosen it up, just to get that shock through your body. Then you got to stomp another time. And then once you stomp enough times, you realize you took a bunch of steps forward and you're moving forward in life. Why? And if you keep stomping, something amazing will happen. Shout out to everybody that showed up today. Shout out to anybody that watched. I appreciate y'all. And remember, again, one last time, in 2026, don't fumble your bag. This is the top 5 bag fumbles of 2025. Appreciate you.